All right, guys, we're getting ready to start our lesson. We're going to be working with direct variation. So I'm going to need you to get your journals out. And you're also going to need Desmos.com. So look at direct variation. Variation is a relationship where there's a constant ratio. And ratio means to divide. And we will write that as y divided by x. And then the equation for direct variation would be y equals kx. So when we're looking at direct variation, we look at it just like we would look at it with slope, where the m, x plus b, so remember our equation of a line, the difference is the direct variation, b is always 0. Remember that b is where it crosses the y-axis. So this one, direct variation, will always cross at 0, 0. So looking at number 1, in order to find the constant, we divide the y by x. In doing so, we have 4 divided by 1 equals 8 divided by 2, which is equal to 12 divided by 3, which is equal to 16 divided by 4. And simplifying, we get the constant to be 4, which we can rewrite as k equals 4. And also, we can write the equation as y equals 4x. So if we take a look at number 2 with the same concept, we're going to divide the y by the x. And this one is where it goes to the origin, so we can always eliminate 0, 0. But knowing that when 0, 0 is a part of the ordered pairs, that is automatically direct variation because it's going to go through the origin. So we have y, 3 divided by negative 6. Our y is 2 and x is negative 4. And then we go straight to negative 1 divided by 2. All simplifying to negative 1/2, which is our constant. And we can rewrite the equation negative 1/2 x. So the important thing to remember is that you have to divide each one of the ordered pairs to make sure that they're all equal to the same constant. Once you have determined that they're equal to the same constant, then therefore it is a direct variation. So we're going to continue to divide y by x. So negative 8 over negative 12 equals negative 4 over negative 6. 0, 0 is our origin. And then we have 2 over 3, which all reduces to 2 over 3, which is our constant. And then we can write the equation as 2/3 x. All right, your turn. Go ahead and stop the video and work number 4. Okay, guys, so looking at the second part, they want us to identify equations to direct variation. So we know direct variation is y equals kx. So we can go through and look for all the ones that have y equals kx. So our k is 3. That's y equals 3, kx. So therefore, yes, it's direct variation. All right, our k here is negative 4/5. So yes, it's direct variation. All right, here it looks a little tricky, but our k is negative 1. So yes, it's direct variation. All right, let's look at some of the other ones. This one does not have an x. So when you have y equals 2, that means it's going to go through the y-axis. That's not direct variation. It actually crosses at 2, so therefore it's a no. Here we have y equals mx plus b, where b is negative 4, which is not 0, so no, it's not direct variation. Looking at number 8, we can divide the 2 to simplify, and therefore it is direct variation. All right, Same thing here. We can divide the 2, which is simplifies to 1/2 x. So yes, it's direct variation. Anytime we have a constant, we're not going to have direct variation. Although the constant is 0, we can have direct variation because when we subtract both sides by -5x, so therefore it is direct variation. So anytime you have a constant other than 0, then it's not direct variation. If the constant is 0, then it is going to be direct variation. All right, guys, we're going to flip over to the next page. And in the next 4 problems, 14, 15, 16, and 17, all you have to do is look for the ones that cross at 0, 0. So if it goes through the origin, 0, 0, then it's a direct variation. Pause the video, put yes if it goes through the origin, and no if it does not go through the origin. So we have yes, 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 no. All right, and that is an SOL question that you will see on the Virginia Standards of Learning state test that we will hopefully still take at the end of the school year. So now we're going to take a look at finding the missing values. And so when looking up the when solving for the missing values, we're going to set up proportions and we're going to cross multiply, and then we'll be able to find the missing value. This is a middle school skill that we did learn in 8th grade. So we're going to take -4 divided by 2 is equal to y divided by -6. Again, we're setting up a ratio of how we determine the constant. And then we're just going to cross multiply and solve for y. So in this case, y would be 12. -4 times -6 is 24. 24 divided by 2 is 12. All right. Setting up y over x is equal to y over x. We get 16 divided by 4 is equal to 24 divided by x. Cross multiply and then divide. X equals 6. All right. So 24 times 4 should be 96. 96 divided by 16 should give you 6. Go ahead and pause the video and you can solve 20 and 21. Okay. Now when we take a look at 22, it looks a little different, but it's really not. So we looked at if y equals -18, then x is 3. And then we'll know that if find x when y equals 30. So we're going to set up our ordered pairs, which would be 3, -18, and x and 30. So now it looks like one we did previous, and we're able to use the same proportion. Y over x is equal to y over x. And therefore, we get -18 over 3 is equal to 30 divided by x. Go ahead and pause the video, and you can finish the rest of these out. So set up your ordered pairs, and then you set up your proportion, and you would be able to solve 23, 24, and 25. Okay, guys, that ends our lesson for direct variation. Please inbox me, text me, hit me up on Google Classroom if you have any questions. I'm here for you. We can get through this together. We're excited about the opportunity to learn through internet. So let's just embrace it. And if you have any struggles or questions, please contact me. Talk to you soon.